The African population is about to double over the next 25 years to 2.5 billion people, which means 25% of the people on our planet will live in Africa. And all these people, they're going to need food, they're going to need shelter, they're going to need jobs, and the countries can't provide all of that on their own. So they're going to have to massively ramp up their cross-border trade to be able to provide for all of these people. And that's going to massively change global trade dynamics. And we think there's a huge opportunity for UK businesses to get involved in supporting these countries with that growth, opening new trade corridors and shared prosperity. And really that's what we're all about, is how can we build the financial infrastructure to support that cross-border trade in a really safe, easy and cost-effective way. Building a global business from day one is difficult. So usually you would see a FinTech or any business start in their home market, do that really well, and then start to expand from there. But we were really intentional that we wanted to be an international company from day one, because the other side of that is companies often get stuck in their home market and struggle to internationalize. And so we wanted to avoid that. So we don't know everything. We can't know everything about all the markets that we're trying to look at. If you take Africa as an example, we use the term Africa, but in reality it's 54 countries, over 40 currencies, regulators, etc., etc. So we can't possibly know everything about that. But there is, JP Morgan has data. It has people in South Africa who trade across sub-Saharan Africa. It has teams in Dubai, in the Middle East and Asia who trade with these African countries as well. So to be able to tap into that knowledge, and of course, just as even more important, the network that these teams have has been extremely beneficial for us. We were inspired to join the FinTech Forward programme mainly because of one word that we saw on the website, and that was equity. And that really aligns with what we're trying to do at Kutana, which is build a more equitable global trading system. And so when we saw kind of what the programme was trying to achieve, that's what really attracted us to apply for the programme. And then what we were hoping to get out of it was, well, as a FinTech just starting out, you're a very small fish in a big pond. And of course, JP Morgan is a massive whale in that pond. And to have that whale back you and push you and help open the right doors and accelerate your journey was something we were very much hoping to get out of the programme. One, it changed our strategy and really focusing on what does the market need. But two, it definitely increased our aspirations about what we are capable of achieving and what we could actually do in the market with the right support around us. And that support from JP Morgan gave us the confidence that actually there's something much bigger that we could do here, and we feel like we have the right support network around us via the mentors that we've met, which are not just for the programme. They will continue beyond this going forward, and that's just gave us the confidence to do more. The immediate benefit is going to be the exposure to all of the network that we've had and we've made. That includes potential investors that we've met through our trip to Slush. Actually, someone I met at Slush less than a week ago, I'm now meeting in person in Uganda on Friday. We'll both be there, who's a potential investor. So I think short term, those types of relationships will, in the next year, will really come to fruition and start to add real value and benefits to the company. Longer term, I think there's a real opportunity to work alongside JP Morgan once we're big enough and in the right place. JP Morgan does have African aspirations, and they're going to need partners and support networks to support them in that. And I think in the future that's something we could really look at, as how could we work together with JP Morgan in the African context and support them with their growth aspirations in these markets.